everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo, what the hell?
Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We lost. I'm about to. It's over.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
When you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns
We got him.
We
got him.
In March, 25 years old.
We got him.
That sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is, and I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant in just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game in 2017.
Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Sherman doing that? Come up through that.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
It's over. You don't think I see that? That's child's play.
Territory across the 40. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously.
That's child's play.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards.
We live.
You got a problem.
2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
We live.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel.
We live, baby.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk.
They don't know what to do.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice
they don't know what to do. Let me turn this up. I can't hear that. Let me turn this up.
Set of downs here.
Let me turn the NCAA down. We're in the game room. About Liddy on him. What you doing, Sherman, sneaking up?
I
ate that.
Can't find one. Stopped at
I ate that.
Scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball?
If
that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now it's Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. The protection detail. They're not allowing anyone near the guy.
Yeah.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Ryan.
Catch that. Come on, Sanu.
Through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice.
Come on, Sanu. You're supposed to eat against him.
They wanted, just unable to complete it.
You're supposed to eat against him.
A big time drop.
You're supposed to eat against him.
Is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a
No hands, Sanu, huh? No hands for Gabby.
home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you get the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah.
Decision to bring
They
it
live.
cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20.
Hey, babe, go on YouTube and watch my live stream real quick.
They come up in an offset eye. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play.
We're going to eat it up.
What happened recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced.
Oh, yeah, right.
Would he be able to
Yeah, right. That's a pick.
what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too.
Yeah. Now, show we here. Show we do this.
Points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this.
Yeah,
Such
show
a
we do this.
crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason. Does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel.
We live, baby. Ain't playing this shit.
That's exactly how it's supposed to react.
Ain't playing this shit.
See in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature.
That's
we
all we
have
got.
seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams?
Yeah.
Got beat by the Patriots. Didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, number
Yeah.
one offense, number one scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014, but they did in 2015. So you can recover
This shit
from
was
it.
popular. Yeah.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that's complete.
Hey!
Wilson. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Don't do it.
So the offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Don't do it.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And left side.
Yeah.
Curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Let's go.
The Falcons will take control of the football.
Let's go.
Great field position. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And
Let's go.
it's time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
I'll take it.
And try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the end? And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Ryan.
There you go, Sanu.
To Mohamed Sanu.
Make up for that move.
Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
And this is caught.
Yeah.
Got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup.
Yeah.
They'll have it 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run here with Freeman.
Oh, yeah, right. They jerked me, man.
The 5 at the 6.
Oh, yeah, right.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. They run. Devontae Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's Coleman here.
Yeah.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Let's go.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Let's go. We live, baby.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, come get some.
It's the 20, but not by much.
Come get some.
At the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
He don't want to play.
Unit was out here. Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6.
He don't want to play.
Got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the
They don't want to play.
football?
They gotta do is flick the wrist at them things. I see you, Jay Will.
It didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so, because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Rawls. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the gun on third down, Wilson.
He's lucky.
13 yards that time at a first.
He is lucky.
Some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In the slot on the right is Graham. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. They'll lock it with a grab over the...
Oh, you're right!
And all the way...
Oh, you're right!
Down Seattle.
Oh, you're right!
60 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
That's not a pick, bud.
Everyone in the league talks about
6, that's not a pick.
Whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series.
That's not a pick.
But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Wilson gonna throw for it.
That's not a pick, yo.
Don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but
it should have been picked, both of them. He know the shit.
That ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do.
He know the shit.
Because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing.
That's true. You've said that before. So out come the Falcons now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Block at the man in motion. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
That's some bullshit.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. Uses the stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Second down, here's Wilson. Drops it underneath.
Man, that's corny, bruh. Man, that's corny, bruh.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it
I know.
set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent.
That shit out of here, man.
Pressure and got rid of the football.
That dumb shit out of here.
For a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A second down carry for Procyse. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Now
Wilson on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. And doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This time, Wilson will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Let's go!
In there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
That's corny as hell, bro.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And look at this. They get the
Yo, your boy's a bum.
7-yard line. A critical
What?
there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle.
This is a pick.
This inside the 30. 26 yards.
Yo, you a bum. You was a bum. Yo, you a bum. You a bum, yo.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught on the left side by Ball.
Yo, this nigga's a bum, bruh. I just got done in.
27 yards.
Yo, what
and
the?
Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we are set for a big two-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. That's complete right around the 8. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Yo, your boy's a bum. Muhammad Sanu is a bum.
Because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, they went for the big play
like it over there,
but
Sean?
that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
Yo, I'm getting right.
Good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a talented receiver. Those are tough to hang on to. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again is Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. That one goes for 24 yards. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Ryan, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Let's go.
22.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Back to throw. That is caught. And he couldn't.
Let's go, Julio!
There, tackled down at the 1.
Partner, they weren't quite.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense.
Let's go.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw for it is Ryan. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Marcel Reese is fullback, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And looking at this play from the running back's perspective, as it developed, I know he had to think to himself, oh no, here they come. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And
let's go!
Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Ball game.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Coleman. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout.
Yeah! I'm getting in you now.
First, they've got 2 more to use in the final stages.
Ball game.
They come out here in the eye. Ryan wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and medium here.
My man's Muhammad.
They come up in an offset eye. This is Coleman.
Let's go.
And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake.
Let's go.
The clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Hey. Yeah.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
This hurts me more than it hurts you, man.
Touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
This hurts me more than it hurts you. You know?
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have time here, partner, for just 1 final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Yo.
Lockett, the man in motion. One last shot for Wilson. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.